Good evening, Mr. Bond fans, and welcome once again to a video concluding a series of videos on this channel where we've been taking a look at James Bond deleted scenes, or at least the released James Bond deleted scenes so far. As with all the videos in this series, we're going to be watching the deleted scenes through in their entirety. I believe we just have two from this particular film, both with introductions by director John Glenn. So we're going to watch them through in their entirety, reacting as we go, and then talk about them in a little bit more detail afterwards. Should they have stayed in the film? Were they rightfully excised? Is there anything to kind of get out of them for, like, Bond fans? Like, I'm guessing if you're watching this video, you're probably a big Bond fan. Is it worth a Bond fan's time booting up the Blu-ray or the DVD and checking these out? On a similar note, I have definitely seen these deleted scenes before. I'm a bit of a geek when it comes to James Bond DVD and Blu-ray extras and all that kind of thing, but I haven't seen these in a while, and For Your Eyes Only is not a film that I know very well when compared to other Bond films, so I figured that this would be a good one to end the series on, given that my previous in-depth movie review was For Your Eyes Only, so I feel like I'm in a pretty good place to come and look at these and consider where they would have played and if they would have fit into the film quite well. So with all of that being said, let's dive right in. Take it away, Mr. John Glenn.
Hello, I'm John Glenn. I'm the director of For Your Eyes Only. We found ourselves in Cortina on the ice rink.
We just found ourselves there.
In January 1981, the 28th to be precise.
Head for dates, John Glenn.
We set about making a fine action scene of the ice making machine in action and the hockey match. And we kind of researched it and found out everything that was exciting about ice hockey. It can be quite a dangerous and frightening sport. And we developed this. The scene was an exciting scene in a lot of ways, but I felt that the duration of the scene was too long, and in the final analysis, I decided to trim the scene and use the bells that sound after each goal is scored as a kind of a gag. So when the bell went the third time, I said, "That's it, cut." In the final film, we didn't use the end sequence where a huge amount of snow was dumped on Charles Dance. And I was sorry to deny him of another close shot because this was his first screen role. And he went on, of course, to be a very fine, famous actor.
But they're all just flailing around in that net, like, "Oh, net, help us." You're a Lannister. Okay, that's it then. Okay, I'm very glad that this was cut. It seems like such an unnecessary... Like, what's he pouring on them? Is it like rock salt or something? It does just feel a bit petty. It feels like, oh, there you go. And, without any kind of, witty quip to go along with it, I don't think it was quite deserving of being in the film. And if that's not enough for you, I'll be back with the vinegar later. I think that's quite enough salt in your wounds for today. What I did to you just now was so damn funny. Do you see what I did there? It's salt, so sodium, so damn funny, so damn funny, I guess it's kind of nice that we get to see a little bit more of Charles Dance, but even then it's like, this is supposed to be an assassination attempt on Bond, and the bad guys are just flailing around in a net, and Charles Dance takes off his helmet, and then it's like, how are we gonna beat him? It's like, why don't you just get up? Like, there are three of you, like, just... Anyway. So I think that one was quite right to... remove from the film. Okay, we have one more. I remember that one very well. This next one, I'm not quite sure what we're going to get, but, well, let's find out.
You may ask why we lost this scene and didn't use it in the final film. Something
You're preempting my
about
question there,
Carol
John.
Bouquet, the way the dialogue was that she was questioning Bond's sex life, etc., we felt was unimportant and took away from her character.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's very interesting down there. 5th century BC, Temple of Apollo, submerged by earthquake.
I called your hotel, you weren't there.
I didn't get back there last night.
I'm not interested in your sex life, Mr. Bond.
My sex life is not what I came here to discuss. I need your help. It's time we joined forces. You think we could talk somewhere in private?
This way.
Interesting. Huh. This is interesting, actually, because this makes sense of a shot that we have in the film that doesn't actually make as much of a damn difference. It's just as Bond is leaving the casino with the Countess Liesel, and then as they're leaving, we see behind them is Melina, and she looks like, you know, kind of daggers at the pair as they leave. They don't know that she's there. This actually gives that shot purpose, because at the moment it's in the film and it's just a bit of a nothing, like, oh, okay, Melina's there, I guess she's doing her own investigative stuff, but there's no real sort of payoff for it. This is kind of like her questioning, yeah, Bond going back with the Countess, all that. It shows that she's a bit jealous. One of my sort of criticisms of For Your Eyes Only is that I don't feel like there's anything in there that really kind of sets up any kind of romantic chemistry or romantic interest from Melina to Bond, or even Bond to Melina, quite frankly. And this would have, I don't think this would have been enough to change how I feel about the entire film, but it does set up that, oh, Melina is actually a bit jealous of Bond going off with this other woman, and maybe that would have laid the groundwork so that we would buy them actually sort of getting it on together at the end. So see, this is why I'm really glad that I'm coming to this not long after seeing For Your Eyes Only and doing the video review that I did of it, because I don't know if I'd have picked up on that had I not sort of deep dived into it so recently. So that's actually pretty cool. Does the film need it? Probably not. But then I don't think that the film really needs that shot of Melina at the casino earlier on either. So, yeah, I think both of these were probably quite right to cut from the final film. And it is a bit weird hearing Bond say sex life. I don't know, it's an odd conversation for them to be having in a Bond film, I think, even if Melina is supposed to be quite jealous. So there we go, Bond fans. This has been a really fun series of videos to make, and if you haven't seen my previous deleted scene reaction videos, then I would recommend going and watching them. It's been really fun to go through all of the deleted scenes that we have available and watching them through and maybe getting in this sort of very content-starved state that we as Bond fans find ourselves in as we're waiting for the next film to come out. I've really appreciated going in and revisiting scenes and bits from films that I know so well, and seeing this, it does kind of feel like new content from a bygone era, so I really appreciate that this stuff is available in that respect. However, while this is going to be the last deleted scene reaction video, there is going to be one more video about deleted scenes coming soon on this channel, where I'm going to take a look at some deleted scenes that may or may not even exist anymore. Eon MGM, whoever it is that decides what deleted material gets put on the Bond home media discs. There's stuff that's released, and there's stuff that is clearly being kept on hard drives or in vaults or something, and we've glimpsed little bits of scenes from trailers and other behind-the-scenes stuff, so I'm going to be making a video looking at some of that might not be necessarily listed under the deleted scenes, headings on the Blu-rays, but they are deleted scenes and would be quite interesting to talk about in a bit more detail nonetheless. So do stay tuned for that video. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so by going below and clicking the subscribe button. You can also click the like button if you've enjoyed this video, and you can also leave a comment. This is kind of like the last in a series, so I don't know if any of you guys have like a favorite set of deleted scenes. I think for me, the ones from GoldenEye are always going to be some of my favorites, whether or not I think they should be in the film or not. The idea that I can just see extra scenes from a movie that I adore as much as I adore GoldenEye is just something that I will forever love. So please do let me know in the comment section below which have been your favourite deleted scenes, For Your Eyes Only specifically as well. Do you think any of these deleted scenes should have been kept in the film? And then below you can also find links to my various social media pages, my Twitter page, Facebook page, Patreon page. All those links are below, so please do check out those if you're so inclined. And with all that being said, so long for now, Bond fans.